The man said, he said, go and apologize. He did apologize to him. People are called to pioneer work. Some people are called to serve in a work. Understand your place. But you must hear the voice of God. When I came here, I begged to be a pastor in Christ Embassy. When he called me, I said, I don't want to go. Okay, if I must go, let me go as a pastor in Christ Embassy. I must tell you the truth. And he said, no. And I said, okay, World Evangelism Bible Church. Because I was born again in World Evangelism Bible Church under Prophet's voice. I was here. That's the advantage of being in the kingdom. One of the advantages, they are the founders of what you call the Apple. Apple that you hear about. There are 3 founders. One. Just slightly older than them. And he had a house. So when they set up the company, it was indicative that if anything happened to it, if they could be sold in order to redeem their debts. And when fear, if this company fails now, I'm in trouble. His stake in Apple at that time was $800. That's what it was worth. $800. He went home a few weeks later, told them that he doesn't want to be a part of it anymore. He withdrew his partnership and sold it for $800. $800 is how much now? It's less than 1.5. It's about 1.4. No, 1.3 million naira. That's what he sold it for. A few years later, of course, he sold it. He wasn't part of it anymore. One of the reasons why they put him is so that they will have an elder that would caution them, guide them. He sold it. Steve Wozniak, who didn't know anything about business, it was Steve Jobs' place. He knew business. They moved on. Few years later, they became a limited liability company. So that stake of $800 is worth $200 billion. That stake the man sold for $800 in today's market is $200 billion times naira to it. No, can you calculate it? Can you calculate it? Okay, you're saying about 30 trillion. It's more than that. 300 trillion. 300. What he sold for 800 for 1.3 million naira at today's market is worth today. In fact, it's estimated to worth $250 billion. I just said $200 actually. So the children Adam begat was in the likeness and image of Adam. Please sit down. The point is this. What is the image and likeness of Adam? Until we meet my dad face to face, we will not understand. That's when we will understand the devastation of the fall. It's beyond war or disease or poverty. It's even beyond work. It wasn't work. Or rather, should I say, it wasn't labor. Work is labor. The image and likeness of Adam is the image and likeness of a fall. What Adam transferred to his son was before Adam fell, Adam was not supposed to die. He was not supposed to be sick. He was not supposed to be poor. You came from dust, you shall return to dust. You came from there, you would return. Suddenly the internal organs of his own child, now that is the image of the fall, changed. All kinds of sickness, all kinds of disease were born from Adam, not from God. Because you see how God told me that malaria and all these diseases, they are earthly. They've never traveled beyond the earth. They are ignorant. You see cancer. You see all the diseases. I use malaria to describe it. They've not gone beyond here. That's why they remain here. They are products of the fall. You see, that's why when you have AIDS, AIDS comes with fever, it comes with all kinds of disease. You see, all the things we see are products of the fall.